Good day, everybody, and you are welcome this time to this session, this talk. I want to appreciate the planners of this program for giving me the opportunity and the privilege to make this presentation to talk to everyone. Without wasting time, I'll be talking on empowering the future, digital literacy, and employability skills for Nigeria undergraduates. And this is applicable to anyone, not only Nigeria undergraduates, possibly there could be graduate students, there could be staff, there could be core members, or any other person right there. So you are highly welcome. And that's that. So a welcome to all. I'm a Nigerian researcher. I'm pursuing my PhD in material science and engineering at Geospatial Research University in the United States here. Um, I had my master's in material science and engineering in Geospatial Research University, and my bachelor's in computer engineering at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Nigeria. I'm not a core material scientist. I'm a material data scientist. I'm a computational person. So my focus is on integrating geospatial data to solve real life problems like the one I'm going to briefly talk about, agriculture and environmental problem. I work with cloud computing. I'm a certified AWS solution architect, supporting cloud facilities. And it's because of this that I'll be able to, so with these skills, I've been able to apply that to solve some real life problems. So the presentation today is just going to tell you about the importance of digital literacy. I'm going to tell you a little about the key digital skills for the future that you can look into. Then I'm going to briefly talk about bridging the skill gap. Then I will talk a little about geospatial data applications. That is my work, and the other works that is ongoing. Then the conclusion. So we need to understand that we are in the digital age, and there is the importance of digital literacy. From the beginning of this program, you would have heard a lot about digital. You know, you will have some trainings today on digital. So we're in the digital age, and there is a necessity of digital skills in today's job market. The job market is getting stiffer. The job market is getting more competitive. And we're in the digital age. It's not like the age of our fathers where you're talking about the Stone Age, you're talking about the Industrial Age. You know, we had Industrial Revolution after the Second World War. Yeah. And not just looking down on yourself, you also need to have a global perspective. The digital literacy imparts employability worldwide. You can be in Nigeria and be employed in Europe or employed in America. So the people out there, they are looking for who is employable. The skill you have. I mean, I'm not now talking about the digital skill you have will be able to put you on the global scale. Aside this, talking globally now, I mean, I've been talking about that. Coming back home, there will be local relevance. There are some specific importance of these digital skills for Nigerian graduate students. Every year in Nigerian institutions, a lot of people graduate from schools, from the secondary school, from the university, and they move ahead to serve. And after service, they return back home doing nothing. There'll be local relevance. So when you have some of these skills, you're not looking for somebody who is going to employ you. as the first thing. You yourself want to become employer of labor. You know, before I left Nigeria, I had this institute, a training school where I train people, I employ people, a lot of people that training young people on a lot of things. So these and many other things are the great importance of this digital literacy we're talking about. You have your computer, you have your phones, you have your tabs, you have your iPhone, your Android, and all that. Those are digital tools that you can actually leverage and you'll be able to do a lot with it. And there are some key digital skills. Actually, this is taken from the workforce.ks.com. This image at the right-hand side, saying there are about 4 tiers. The fourth tier is understanding the computer basics. Then tier 3 is the digital literacy. Then tier 2 is a digital upskill. And the last one is industrial certification. So the path to digital expertise, and you need to ask yourself, what tier am I? And do I really need to learn? Yeah, you need to learn. So, you know, the image here is telling you about life and career skills. You need learning and innovation skills. You need information, media, and technology skills, standard and assessment. This includes curriculum and instruction, professional development, and you need a learning environment. So these are some of the keys you need to take into cognizance while looking into the digital world. So there are a list of skills that you are going to have, like you'll be having some trainings today. There is a data analytics and visualization. There is a data analysis. There is cybersecurity, there is software development, there's a digital project management, there is a digital marketing. So there are a lot of them out there that you can lay your hands on. There are a lot of them, a lot of them. It's just for you to go online. There are a lot of trainings on the YouTube. There are a lot of trainings online. So instead of just wasting all the time on social media, why not take some time to have some skills, embed yourself, have some computer skills, then become digital literate, and you can upskill your digital skill, then you can go on and have some certifications. So we need to break the gap. Actually, there is a disconnect between university education and job market requirements. So all you learn, the calculus, the mathematics, and the physics, and all the things you learn, all those things, no matter this thing, even if you are not in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, if you are in arts or commercial or whatever, yeah, there is a disconnect between university education and job markets. And these skills bring in the solution. So don't just be looking for a solution. You yourself, you can be a solution. How do you become one? Strategies is there are a lot of volunteer opportunities. You can walk into any place without getting paid. Money is not the major thing. Get a skill. You can volunteer. That enters your resume. You can volunteer to be this volunteer. I know a lot of people who have gotten a lot of positions later in life because of their volunteer position. You can look into industry collaboration. You can collaborate with industries that's going to help you network. Then don't joke with your practical training and certifications if you are still in school. Your practical training and certification, that is your IT, your CWAs and whatever they call it. Then continuous learning opportunity. Ensure you are always updating yourself. Learn every time. Add something to yourself, and it's going to really help you. So I'm going to really talk about geospatial data applications in agriculture. That is my major work. Actually, we started this. This is how I started. If you look at this is telling you about an app for Federal Road Safety Corps of Nigeria, which I developed. This was my undergraduate work and it's published. It's a geospatial, it is not geospatial, this is like looking at a problem and trying to provide a solution. This was built when everything in the FRSC was done manually, but later on, some of these, I discovered later on, there's a web online now registration and all that in FRSC, which is similar to what I proposed when I built this app. Some of the challenges, some of these things are not actually implemented like it's done in the other parts of the Western countries like United States or some European countries. So when a research is done, sometimes in Nigeria, it's not implemented. Just do research and just leave it. So my work is helping the environment. So we are building this geospatial tempora. You may not understand some terms I want to use, so I'm going to break it down a little. What happened is this, there is fertilizer use, and farmers apply a lot of fertilizer. And when they apply the fertilizer to the crop, less than 20% of the fertilizer actually is used by the plant. The rest, when rain falls, it gets washed into the water, and it causes what we call eutrophication. So eutrophication is all this excess nutrient, and it's going to cause something like what you have here, excess nitrogen or excess phosphorus. And wherever that is, it becomes a dead zone. A dead zone is no animal can survive there, no fish can live there, that water is not drinkable. So this is this place is in the United States. This is what we call it the Gulf of Mexico. It's over 6,000 square miles. That is a dead zone because of this problem. So how do we resolve this problem? We need to heat, because the world population is predicted to exceed billions in 2050. So how do we resolve the problem? That is what my work is on. So you say, are you an agricultural person? No, I'm applying the skill I have already attained to help agriculture. So what we do, so this is what we call the CASFA research, is an NSF, that is the National Science Foundation of the United States. So it's a project to convert these nutrients, this SS1 causing problem, and make them into fertilizer. So United States, they are not producing fertilizer, but the fertilizer they have been producing before in other countries, they use the Apache process to do chemical engineering, they understand, and those chemicals are too much. The synthetic fertilizer is not real, they are not organic, so they are causing problem to the environment. So what I'm doing is we are deploying, we want to start producing fertilizer. How do we do that? There are a lot that we go on behind the scene. So this is what we are going to do. We are building a next generation modular, distributed, efficient, and technology for capturing, recycling, and producing this nitrogen-based fertilizer, NBF. So it's a program between 5 different universities in the United States. So it's a big project, and it's a 10-year project, and we're in the 2nd year. So that's what I do. And we get my own part is not, there are a lot of teams there, chemical engineers, chemists, agricultural people, and all that. My own area is the computing part, the digital part, the geospatial parts. What I do, so we have what we call this global geospatial repository. So we get from IBM, from Google, from this. So we get a lot of satellite data. So we use satellites to do a lot of things and get all these things work. So this is the initial result we've been able to have. We've been able to daily monitor this for 3 states in United States, monitor land use. Then we've been able to monitor the health and growth of crops and how crops grow, and we're able to integrate that with how this crop respond to fertilizer application. Those are the things we've been able to do for all the states. This work is published, and also we'll be able to monitor how these nutrients flow. These are river networks. This is a state in Ohio, in the United States. So how these river networks flow. So these are the things, this nitrate and nitrite causing the problem. We want to seasonally and temporarily check how they flow and look at what is happening there. So that is just it. Then also looking at the elevation and seeing how the river flow. The rivers don't flow up, they flow down. So those are the parts of the work I'm doing. So also we're able to precipitation and storm. You can see this. This is telling you about precipitation. That is rain. How rain moves when it starts. It's moved from the left-hand side and it moves to the right, and from the west and it moves to the east. So Is this every 30 minutes, measuring precipitation, is rain falling and all that? So these are things we've been able to do with satellites and all that. This for Tennessee, a state in United States. So all these results, we've been able to build them into a web app. I built app before. This is a web app. We call this one Credo Data Explorer because we work on high performance computing. These data are very big. So we build this web app, and with this web app, we're able to visualize and see all the things we've been built. Look at it now. And so you can click. So I built this, and it can show you some of the things I've shown you and more, and you can look at that, pick a particular day, see what is happening, the elevation of a particular place, see corn growth, and see the river network, see the nutrient there, how they flow, click on it, and tell you the discharge of water, how much water is available in that location. So these are different data sets put together for you to have insights into this thing. You can click on this and say, okay, this is the normal level of nitrate and nitrite, this thing. Okay, what's the problem there, and all that. So those are things we've been able to do and beyond. So also looking down, actually surprised yesterday, two newspaper in Nigeria, the Nations and the Punch, they actually picked some of my work, and it made the headline in the news. So looking at the Nigerian network space, so that's some of these things we are doing in the United States, we can apply some of them at home. That is not just United States, we are pioneering advanced geospatial techniques for global agricultural monitoring. So I'm actually at a very humble beginning. So this is an innovation. So you need to actually key into it. So network with others to ascend. So in conclusion, there is the importance of digital literacy and key skills. And we need to bridge the skill gap and promote STEM education. So because, I'm trying to, what part of the things I do is help people in STEM education. I try to mentor people. I'm into mentoring. So because of this, and the role of cloud computing in digital transformation, like I said, I'm into cloud computing. If you want to go into that, that's a very good one. And there's a career planning and continuous learning. So you need to start something today, and don't just join the company of the loafers all around that they actually do nothing and all that. So I appreciate you. Thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. Thank you.